Well, hi guys. Um, a lot of you have asked me a lot of questions about this corn head. A lot of questions of how I did it. Well, I'm working on a video for that. In fact, I gotta wait till I get this head off so I can reshoot one that I lost. Yeah, good old, good old cameras. You get one going bad. I bought a new one, and there was something wrong with it from the get-go. And of course, in that time frame, I'm trying to get corn shelled, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. It couldn't go get a new one. Well, it rained one day, I went and got a new one. But I lost a couple of the videos of how this is done, so I'm going to reshoot them. A lot of you asked, that question's been asked, why an AC head? Well, it's really quite simple. Uh, when you're wanting to do something and have wanted to do it for a long time, and you're literally, your biggest constraint is money. Now, I wanted to go to 20-inch rows back when I was in high school in the early 80s. But I didn't have a corn head for 20-inch rows. I had the planer I could make go into 20s, but I didn't have a corn head. I always said, if I ever find one, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to switch over to 20-inch rows. Well, I found this beauty, and early, late fall of 2011 or early 2012, I found this head about 75, 80 miles north for sale on Craigslist. Seen it for sale, called about it, got directions, made a beeline up there the next day, looked at it, and I bought it. $900 is what I give for that head. And I was quite pleased to get it. Now, I can't buy any kind of John Deere quick attach corn head, 443, 444, 334, 440, 344. Yeah. 3 row wide, 3 row narrow, 4 row wide, 4 row narrow. You can't buy them heads for less than $1,500, $2,000 99% of the time. And I can't go to every farm auction there is trying to snag one. So this came up at an opportunity. I jumped on it. The AC planer sitting over there was an 8-row 30-inch. I got the corn head home, got it off the trailer onto this gear, and pulled that planer up and started changing it over to an 820. Would I do this again? Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, I would do this again, no problem. Of course, everybody in the world told me, you cannot do this. This is impossible. Will not work. Can't be done. Well, boys and girls, there's the proof. Yes, indeed, you can put an AC on a John Deere combine. It can be done. It just depends on how motivated you are. And I'm quite motivated. But it's simple economics, really. When you have the opportunity to buy this, and as I've said, this head is in really, really great condition. It doesn't have a lot of use to it. The stripper plates, the chain, everything on that head is good. If this was a John Deere head, an 820 John Deere head, you're talking a bare minimum of 10 grand for that head. I can't afford that. But I can afford $900 and a couple $100 worth of nuts and bolts and steel and what have you to put it on there. I can do that. So that's what I did. It's that good old barnyard engineering that farmers are famous for. Don't tell us we can't do something. Because that just makes us want to do it even more. Say, I'll show you. Well, there's the proof in the pudding, you might say. And it does a good job. Now, what I'm thinking about doing, one thing I have noticed is the angle of this head. It's a little too steep. I think what I'm going to do is build a wedge. Sorry about that, guy. Camera died. Battery's dead. But what I am really thinking about is making a wedge to go between the corn head and this faceplate to bring the bottom of the corn head out, which will change that angle up. I think that would really help with feeding, because it is, well, as you can see it there, you know, that's a pretty steep angle. And my biggest issue with it is right here. The corn gets to this point and it's so steep that it wants to bring it around instead of just throwing it straight back. So I'm hoping that by raising the front of the head up this way, that'll alleviate some of that problem. Also need to put some rubber between the flighting to force that corn back to help it feed. I think that would do a lot for this feeder house. But be that as it may, the corn head itself, to mount it up, was not overly hard. I just had to do some engineering. And it's not that hard to figure out how to do this. But that's for another video. I'll save that for that. Yeah. But it's like I said, would I do this again? Yes, in a heartbeat. It doesn't bother me to do this kind of work. In fact, I rather enjoy it. But as I said, most people are not willing, trying to set you down here. Most people are not willing to do this kind of work. They're more of the get the checkbook out, write a check for something ready to roll. I can't do that. So, this is what I do. I make it work. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. You just got to put your mind to it, and you can do anything you put your mind to. You just got to do it. Like I said, there's a lot of people that would never, ever in this world do it because everybody says it can't be done. Because so and so said, oh, it's junk. You need this. Don't buy that. You need this. Well, I'm sorry. The head will pick corn. It'll take it off the stock, and it'll feed it into the machine. I don't care what color it is. You know, it's what I can afford to buy, and $900 for an 8-row 20-inch AC corn head in really good shape, that's a no-brainer to me. I'll do it 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got some work to do, and oh, you'll see it. We'll see you next time, and as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Like I said, most people won't even consider doing this, but I will, for a reason, because I know I can do this kind of stuff. So we'll see you next time, guys.